Sharma from class 10, section J and G, and my roll number is 37. So today I am going to talk about the structure of human heart. So basically our heart is a 4-chambered muscular organ, and its shape and size is roughly like a man's closed fist, and it is made up of cardiac muscles, and our heart is covered with a muscular covering called the pericardium. So this part is the right atrium, this is the right ventricle, this is the left atrium, and this is the left ventricle. So the left side and the right side of the heart is separated by a muscular valve called the septum. This prevents the mixing of the oxygenated and the deoxygenated blood. The deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium through the superior and the inferior vena.
Dip the marker into the water. We can observe that the marker seems to get bent inside the water. This is due to reflection. Incident ray, reflected ray, and normal. At the point of incident, all light is something. And second is sin I by sin R is equal to constant, which we also call as sin.
So going to the explanation of photosynthesis, we should know what is photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a process made by plant to make their food by water, sunlight and carbon dioxide.
So pH can be defined as the hydrogen ion concentration used to measure the acidic or basic nature of a solution. Here P in pH is derived from a German word potens, which means power. If the pH of a solution is 7, then the solution is considered to be a neutral solution. If the pH is more than 7, then it is basic, and if the pH is less than 7, then the solution is acidic solution.
So first of all, we need to know what is refraction of light. So refraction of light is the bending of light. Not only in light, it also happens with water, sound and other waves as it passes from one transparent substance into another transparent substance. Suppose a ray of light is traveling in one medium, there is no problem because the light ray will travel in a straight line path. But once the medium of the light ray changes, the light ray will bend because speed of light is different in different mediums, and change in speed also causes change in direction, so the light ray will bend.
Now let's talk about the importances of pH. Point number 1. Digestion of food. In the stomach, hydrochloric acid changes the stomach pH between 1 to 3 and activates the pepsin enzyme as it requires HCl in order to digest.
Photosynthesis. So as you can clearly see here, photosynthesis is a biochemical process in which green plant synthesizes organic nutrient, that is carbohydrate, in the presence of raw materials like sunlight, chlorophyll, water and carbon dioxide. Now let us try to understand the same thing using the help of this chemical reaction. What happened? The carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere is absorbed by the leaves with the help of the stomata, which reacts with water which is present inside the soil, absorbed by the roots in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form glucose, oxygen and water. This oxygen is basically liberated out in the atmosphere through stomata, which we breathe in, and water remains inside the plant body. When there is excess amount of water, it is also removed out through the process of transpiration.
pH value decreases from 7 is called acid. When pH value increases from 7 to 14 is called base. Importance of pH, we have 4 points. pH in our digestive system, pH change as the cost of tooth decay, pH of the soil, pH sensitivity in plants and animals.
pH. Our heart is located in the middle of the lungs in the thoracic cavity, slightly towards left in the sternum, which is also called as breastbone. Our heart has 3 layers of tissues that are called epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. Now, let us understand the structure. Our heart has 4 chambers. 2 upper chambers are called right atrium and left atrium, and 2 lower chambers are called right ventricle and left ventricle. So now, the deoxygenated blood enters into the right atrium of the heart through the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. The superior vena cava brings the deoxygenated blood from the upper body and the inferior vena cava from the lower body.
About the structure of the human heart. So before learning about the structure of the human heart, let us first learn what actually a heart is. So the heart is a muscular organ which is as big as our fist and is protected by a rib cage. The heart is located between the lungs in the thoracic cavity, slightly towards the left of the sternum. The main function of the heart is to pump blood throughout the body. So now let us learn about the structure of the human heart. So the major components of the human heart consist of 4 chambers, 3 valves, blood vessels and muscles. The heart is divided into 4 chambers. The upper 2 chambers are known as the right atrium and the left atrium. The lower 2 chambers are known as the right ventricle and the left ventricle. The heart is divided into 2 sides by a muscular wall called septum. The heart wall consists of 3 layers: endocardium, myocardium and epicardium. So now let us learn about the blood circulation pathway in the human heart.